Even small messages of US corporate propaganda can communicate big things. So let's talk about the notifications that US users received when it came to the TikTok ban. This is the first message that users received before the ban went into action, and it communicates a simple logical flow. First, a law caused the ban. Second, TikTok's working to resolve the issue. TikTok presents itself as trustworthy and empathetic by using words like regret and emphasizing that they're doing something to resolve it. It also emphasizes TikTok as a victim in this situation when it forced us to make our services temporarily unavailable. The US government as a whole is positioned as the authority with the power who is imposing this ban on TikTok, making them powerless. They highlight that they're working to restore the service, which softens the blow a little bit and makes it seem like it's less final. This positions TikTok as simply caught in political crossfire and rallies the user's loyalty. We appreciate your support, for example, making you align with TikTok and empathize with them. It keeps you emotionally engaged, it plants hope, and makes you less likely to delete the app. There is no mention of why the ban occurred, which diverts attention away from any underlying conflict. Now for the second message that users received after the TikTok ban went live. We continue the same logical flow here. A ban went into place and a solution is being sought. By positioning President Trump as the potential solution, they're borrowing credibility from his political power. You should believe it's going to be restored because somebody powerful has told you it might be. They're also being empathetic with the use of sorry and encouraging you to feel hope because of President Trump. Interestingly here, though, the US government is framed as the antagonist, but President Trump himself is removed from that overarching US government. Instead, he is framed as the problem solver, as the savior. Therefore, he's excluded from the government other that made this TikTok ban possible. This shifts your attention away from anything that he might have had to do with the ban in the first place and instead positions him as the reason why we might come back. But again, there's no mention of the underlying issues that may have caused the ban. We're avoiding corporate responsibility here, and we're just making this a political issue. By only mentioning Trump, they're simplifying this issue and making it one-dimensional. We were banned, Trump is the hope. But by mentioning that they might come back, it keeps you engaged, it keeps you from deleting the app, it keeps you hopeful. Now let's talk about the final welcome back to TikTok message. First, welcome back creates relief and joy and excitement. The logical flow is still being followed. We were banned and now we have a solution, which is Trump. This positions TikTok and Trump right next to each other, working together in a collaborative effort to restore TikTok. And now the bad guy, the US government, has been overcome by the person who has been excluded from the rhetoric as being US government, and he has won. Because we've won because of Trump, he's positioned as a capable and effective leader on your side. By emphasizing patience and support, they're again building that idea of community and that you were always in support of TikTok and Trump, building loyalty to the both of them, therefore ignoring any nuance to the situation at all. Overall, the story that's told is that the US government imposed this ban, but Trump was able to overcome it, and we should be grateful. These emotional appeals are just looking to construct loyalty to both TikTok and to Trump. These messages work to mitigate any future regulatory risk and build political goodwill. They've effectively shifted attention away from any corporate interest just to talk about the politics, and they emphasize their own corporate values of creativity and connection, hoping to stay relevant to our culture. Overall, these messages use broader trends in US corporate propaganda, minimize corporate accountability, amplify emotional appeals, co-opt political figures, and reinforce your brand identity.